2-1 and all that business. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Amazing Plastic Sunday Night Hangout. I am your host, and I have corn husks between my teeth tonight because I just had dinner. Corn on a cob and kebabs, chicken kebabs, and I bet you guys are jealous. Amazing Plastic is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, and interests, skills, and whatever, you know, we're just a bunch of modelers doing stuff, and who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and also to celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. The Sunday Hangout, along with Across the Pond Hangout on Saturdays with our global friends, it is an extension of the Amazing Plastic, the Scale Model Show. And joining us today are members and followers of Amazing Plastic. And starting from my Google left to right is Christina. How are you, Christina?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. I'm kind of trying to put a window in right now. So.
They're being very busy there right now.
Ah, this is awkward.
All right. Hi, Colin. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, Jack. Not doing much at the moment. I was doing some touch-up on the flying sub earlier today. That's doing some work on the lights and a few other things like that, but that's the only thing in here with me right now. So, rest is the other one's out in the garage. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the other one's out in the garage.
Yeah, I'm working on right now. I'm working on that tripod from War of the Worlds 2005. So I was priming that earlier. So.
Very nice. Very nice. In fact, yesterday and Across the Pond, we did a screen share of your flying sub. Everybody was impressed.
Thank you.
So if you want to see, you all out there, if you want to see Colin's flying sub, you can either check, Colin, what's your last name?
McKenney, M-C-K-E-N-N-E-Y.
Yes, check him out on Google Plus, and you'll see the flying sub. And
there will be a test.
And next up we have Eats from Down Under. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, and good morning, everybody. Just sitting here having a nice coffee with all you fine people.
Oh.
And I do have something on my bench.
You have that big grin on your face, the Batmobile.
Which I will be building and lighting for the Across the Pond group build.
Yes, you know, I started doing it too, and good luck with that. I'm having my, I thought, you know, building a car is easy, but lighting one is really hard.
Well,
we'll see.
We'll see.
How you doing, Jay?
I am doing fabulous. My big job today was putting an air conditioner into the window here in the library, but I was also researching the heck out of what I'm building for the Across the Pond build, and that is this bugger.
The Monkey Mobile. All right.
I've been finding out more than I ever wanted to know about it. Well, what kind of lighting I can actually put into it, and about the only lighting this thing has is headlights and taillights. So I'm going to make the headlights come on, and I'm going to make the taillights able to either show brakes or show left turn and right turn. So.
Very nice, very nice. And next up is Otto. How you doing, Otto?
What's going on, Jack? How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Actually, about the only thing I got on my bench, I got one of two things right now. Working on a repair of Toyota Supra.
Mm-hmm.
It's got kind of a jacked up wheel, so I've been trying to repair that for somebody. Been kind of thinking, I got a present from a buddy of mine that happens to be in the group. Showed it off here a bit ago. Unfortunately, I'll tell you right now, I'm not even fathoming lighting this one. I just want to go ahead and build it up, and that'll be coming here shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, just working on a few semis, this and that.
Well, okay. Yeah, well, I tried to. I have a 1970 Mustang Boss, and here is the front fender. And as you see, it is lit. Let's see if it'll focus.
Nice.
Now I can see it.
So we got headlights.
Let's see. Will you focus?
Looks good.
I think it's the light. Because it's lit, it's not wanting to focus. But yeah, you can see that those headlights. It's very dim actually because the camera is overexposed. But I found, I don't know, about 4 volts is enough. 3.5, 4 volts is enough. Anything higher is just a little too bright. And these are SMDs. So the backside's really isn't like quite flat. You can see it's the SMDs inside the. This is the backside. So it's inside that dome.
Nice.
Excellent.
Pre-wired SMDs. That's a miracle. And I've been looking around the community, and this is Craig. He's usually a across the pond guy, and he's building a semi, a truck. I don't know about that because if you look closely enough, there is a nose of an X-wing right behind it. It kind of looks like my workbench some of the time, you know.
Looks like mine most of the time.
And it's actually turned out real good. He's real proud of it, and it's working out really well. He says so. And Neil Wooding from Wild House Models, startup company making resin models, and they created their own universe. And this is something he's been doing on his own. This is his biker chick for his concept Honda bike. And he certainly has this young lady in a pretty compromising position. But she's missing an arm. But the paint job, of course, is actually quite nice. There's just some detail, more detail. And speaking of detail and cars, our other Aussie member, Chris Pandoff, this looks so real. This paint job is just amazing, just amazing. And the best part about this build is that it opens all up. Just a moment. There we go. Got the doors that open.
That's fantastic. That's good.
Yeah, got the doors in the
It's like a diecast, but I know it's not. It's got the shine of a diecast, but it isn't.
Very nice underside. He does very good painting. And the interior, I like how he just has stuff on the passenger seat. And then, of course, he's got a fire extinguisher underneath. There. That actually looks real.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really good.
I didn't even notice this.
Complete with a subwoofer.
Pioneering
it. And his engine work is always very nice. So look at that.
That's a heck of a blower.
Wow. And speaking of detail work from the UK, we have Bill Tate, and he built a diorama of Borg. And there's
That's sweet.
he made these figures from wireframes, and there's his diorama. I don't know. I think the female here is. Keeps coming on. Is kind of posing for the camera there, doesn't she?
Yes.
So that's what I found just recently, since yesterday, on our community. Lots and lots of great work going on in the community. And boy, my computer's a little slow. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this community?
I'm all for it.
I thought we keep it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought we'd just keep on going.
Well, you got other ideas, Jack?
Do I have any ideas?
I said other ideas.
I think we all should show up on Richard's doorstep and knock on his door. Shock the hell out of him. But hey, you know.
Other than that, Santa, and generally it's pretty cold up there. I don't know about that.
I'm upset kind of party.
No, we're going to show up at your house, and you have to explain to your mom why a bunch of old men are on.
Well, there we go again, showing up at Christina's.
Hey, who are you calling old? I'm 38.
Compared to her, you're old.
Besides lighting the monkey boat, monkey car there, Jay, hey, can you hold the box up again?
No, I don't think Jack wants, or Jay wants to do the monkey boat.
Looks like a boat.
Look at that, though. I was thinking I might buy another one of these and convert it into a Batmobile. Just of a, you know, because it's got a cool shape. It was originally a 1966 GTO, and it was modified. And there's no fiberglass; it's all metal. The original. So,
Yes, but the difference is, Jay, this was the Batmobile was a Lincoln Futura.
yeah, I know. I've got a model of the Futura and that Batmobile model. I want to do the two.
You said the other day.
But I'm not thinking of turning it into the Adam West Batmobile, just a Batmobile.
Oh, okay.
Out of my own mind, because it's just got a sweet look to it. Like,
Hey Jay, who did the conversion on the real one?
that was Dean Jeffries.
Jeffries? Okay.
Although George Barris
I was going to
took
say,
credit for it a lot of times, he did not do it. He did refurbish one of them,
yeah.
Okay.
but he did not
Barris
build
was a
the
big name
original.
I remember, but okay.
There was about 5 different Batmobiles anyway.
Yeah, this guy who did the Monkey Mobile also did the Black Beauty for the TV series.
Green Hornet.
hmm
Okay.
Well, George Barris has said that there was 5 different Batmobiles that were built. There was the show one, which was car number 1. Car number 2 was the dragster. No, hang on, no. Car number 2 was the show car. Car number 3 was the dragster. I can't remember the 4th one or the 5th one. I just know about the first 3.
I know that the one they used on the show couldn't go over 45 miles an hour.
Yeah. You remember that little story?
But it looked cool. It's my second favorite Batmobile out of all of them. So
Well, see, there's been so many because of because Batman's so popular in history. I know people who've got like every single Batmobile from '66 to 2012.
my
It's not
favorite,
actually the Batmobile, but it's the Batpod.
my favorite's a 1950s Batmobile that was in the comics, and I've got a model of that. That was pre-made.
That was the Lincoln, wasn't it?
Oh, I could go get it. It would only take a second. It looks pretty cool. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell our viewers out there, if you'd like to join us, we got room in the room for anyone to join. Just send me a private message, Scratch and Jack, and I'll put you on.
Morning, Bob.
Hey guys.
Bob is trying to come in. How you doing, Bob? Oh, there you are. So what you working on, huh?
I'm working on the Protector.
Uh-huh.
Galaxy Quest.
Got a wing going here.
Nice.
And, since last week I was on, I think I finished my Corsair. Here.
Is that the, that's not the Testers one, is it?
This is the Revell one, which is just about as bad.
Okay. I have one.
The $10 Revell one.
That looks sweet.
That looks really good.
Is that the birdcage cockpit or the bubble cockpit?
That's the bubble. I hate the birdcage cockpit. I won't buy a Corsair with a birdcage cockpit. And then I finished my Mini C.
And your Mini C.
Yep.
That is mini.
So that's where we're at right now.
Sweet.
And I've been I've been telling everybody that I've been having bad luck with the cars, and I'm turning the lights up because I think Bob will be interested in this. Oh, I'm tripping over stuff.
Well, while he's going getting things, this is the 1950s
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
it was.
comic book Batmobile. This
Yep,
is
that's
my
what I was thinking
favorite Batmobile for some reason, but
You see.
and it does light up, but only when it's hooked on the base, and I didn't feel like bringing the base up. So,
Oh, okay.
but it's
I
kind
think Jack's trying to show us a starship that's actually stuck together.
holy crap! Wait, where?
Actually, I'm having a lot of. It's funny because when I wasn't having success with starships, I was having luck with the cars. But now that I'm having a stinky time with the cars, I'm having a good time with sci-fi models right now. And this is still, some of it's still masked.
Looks sweet.
Some of it is still masked off, and that's just an idea of what it looks like.
You need to build a sci-fi car.
What's that?
You need to build a sci-fi car, then you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, right. Like the Batmobile, huh?
The Batmobile's not a sci-fi car, Jack.
Let me
Sure
pull on the time balls here.
It's got a
Jack,
computer in
Hangout?
it. It's got a computer in it before computers were able to fit into a car, so it's a sci-fi car.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, there you go.
So this is primed in black, and because this is overexposing, there was some paint, some gray paint I was trying to thin, and I over-thinned it, and it sprayed like crap. So I got it darkened out, and I only missed. I put a mist on this thing, and it's still very dark and very black. And I want to know what you guys think of it being so. Well, the Aztec isn't done yet, but what do you guys think of it being so dark?
I like it.
I like it. I think it looks pretty cool black.
Well, it's not quite black. It's like a very dark steel cold gray.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the outdoor light coming in from the basement is really showing the right color. So it's not quite black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, that looks like the colour they used in the reboot of Star Trek. Kind of.
Well, this is out of the box. That says the motion picture. And somebody says, what liberties are you going to take out with this? And I didn't take too many, other than the color.
It looks nice. Somebody just joined us.
Yes.
Andy!
It's Andy. How you doing, Andy? What are you working on?
Trying to make lights flash. On this car.
Careful, Lotto, you don't want to fall.
Nope.
There we go.
Real quick. Because Jack had it.
For the Ecto 1.
Yeah, it's taken a little while, but yeah,
Yeah, but it
it's
looks
going.
nice. It looks really nice.
It's moving, slowly but steady.
Slowly but steady. You're having lighting problems. I'm having a problem with the circuit board not fitting. And it just turns out that people are putting that Ralph circuit board in place to the engine, or something like that. Because there's no trunk space in my boss, so I'm just going to light the tail lights and the headlights and call it a day.
I'd still put it in the base personally, but
Seems a shame not to build the engine.
There's a lot of wires that go to it, and I think I might have to agree with you, Joe, that it would have to be a diorama type setup. The circuit board will be in a base, and then you'll have just a cable of what do you call it, magnetic wire going up into it.
yeah.
I was looking every which way and I ended up destroying the circuit board. It's all a mess. And I don't think it works. I tried making it work, but it doesn't seem to want to work. So, word to the wise, everyone. If you use circuit boards, put them in the base, even if they are cars. Some people can do it, and there are videos with cars with the circuit board inside. don't know.
Yeah. But no, Jack, to answer your question about the colorization of yours, you're talking to the one person, one of the few people that would probably have one of these.
A black X-Wing, nice.
I do have I finally got her pretty close to done. I'm going to detail it, I just haven't got back to it yet. But yes, I'm the one who has a black X-Wing.
Right.
Oh, look, it's a ghost X-Wing.
No, I just always kind of said, you know what would ever happen, say, if Darth Vader got his hands on one?
It turns black. Well, you know, think of it, the Klingons are supposed to be covert and have the cloaking technology and all that stuff. Why not? Making it black, dark, you know?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker was dressed completely in black. It kind of fit, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'd like to think so. I don't ever get why it was always the same paint scheme throughout pretty much everything. You know, and I just like...
Plus, it'd be kind of stealthy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if all else fails, you could always use the excuse. Everywhere you go down here, you've got rednecks. You think you're not going to have a sort of redneck in the future? You know? They're going to have spray paint, I'm sure, or some sort of paint.
Uh-huh. Well, Liam from the UK, Northern Ireland, he's working on one, and he's doing a bang-up paint job on it. So he's got that thing lit up. He's got the cockpit lit up with all the instrument panels, the exhaust nozzles, as well as something else. Oh, the tips of the laser guns.
Yeah.
Otto, the science fiction geek in me is saying, yeah, but Star Wars doesn't take place in the future. It takes place a long time ago, remember?
Yeah, yes, a galaxy far, far away.
No, it's in a galaxy far, far away.
Mhm.
It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The one consistency is that every movie is started with that line. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I keep hearing these loud explosions outside. It's like they opened the fireworks stores early or something this year. And
I can't.
They always do.
They're big fireworks.
Yeah, they won't allow us to have them over here. Too much of a fire danger.
Well, last year it was a real definite fire danger here, but they still sold them. So.
Well, how about putting fireworks in a car?
Well, I've done that. I think we've blown up our models at one time or another.
Yeah, that's happened.
Maybe they moved. Maybe the National Guard would have. Maybe you're closer to an artillery range than you know.
I better not be. If I am, it's new.
8-inch howitzer shells going off in your backyard.
Well, this is fun.
Oh, we always have fun
The
here.
host with the mostest is sort of like petered out. Sunday hangouts are pretty laid back, not like the across the pond. But Jay's going to participate. Does anybody else want to participate in the across the pond lighting a car? Just simply lighting a car, however you want to light it. It's up to you. Liam's.
Well, I guess I'm already involved with it, although.
By the way, what's with the Aston Martin?
Well, as a matter of fact, I've got it in my never nicotine-stained fingers. The issue I'm having with this thing was because I cut out the door on it, the interior on this thing wasn't made to have it cut out, so I don't know if I can zoom in, get this right so you guys can see it.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, you're going to have some scratch building to do.
Yeah, so it's either that or put the door back in. And I haven't decided how far I want to go.
I was originally going to cut the doors, one of the doors open on the Monkey Mobile, but I found out it didn't have doors. They're in it, but they're permanently sealed shut.
Yeah, they just jumped in and out.
They just climbed in over the like. They got in like Robin got into the Batmobile.
Yeah, but they still open the doors, though.
No, the doors cannot open.
Yeah, just chill.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll do a reunion with the surviving monkeys and have them try to jump in there now.
Well, they did one a while back, and the Monkey Mobile was in it. So
They were trying to jump in it.
I don't recall anybody jumping into it, but
Well, hold that up again. I want to see that again. That's a very nice color, the black.
Yeah.
Do they come in any other colors besides black?
The original model is black. Although it's do I have anything here that shows the color or not? I don't
What
think I do.
scale is that?
That's 124, I think. I think.
24th or 25th.
You would ask that. You know, to be honest with you, Jack, I have pulled this model out in a day or two.
Yeah, so it will be 124th.
Most
Yeah.
car models are either 24th or 25th.
No,
Yeah.
most, yeah, but they're also a 16. It looks like a
Oh, I
16.
know. There's
No, it's 24. It's 24.
Okay, cool.
There's no guaranteed scale for anything, but most car models do tend to fall into 24th or 25th scale for some
Yeah.
reason.
Hmm.
Oh, and speaking of which, part of the reason I put it up because this particular model has a bunch of photo etch, real delicate photo etch stuff. I went ahead and I bought this bad boy.
You bought a bender.
I bought a bender. I'd purchased a bender before, but I messed up putting it together. This one I don't have to put together. So,
Those are real handy.
oh yeah.
I'd like to get the Tamiya stand for the body, see when you paint the body of a car.
hmm
That would be nice. And I think it rotates too, doesn't it? It
car
rotates that.
stand?
You wind it up and it rotates that.
I've never seen it, but yeah, I imagine it does.
It does. It's just a plastic Lazy Susan. And,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I like there's a unit that you can buy. I can't imagine why you'd buy it because you can make one, but it's got it's aluminum and it's got like cushions on the inside. It's a bar of aluminum that's been bent into a V, and you just squeeze it together, put your car inside, open it up, and it holds the car up for you so you can spray paint it without actually touching the model.
Oh, that's cool.
They're like $15-20, and I can't imagine why bother with that. Why not just go to a hardware store, buy a bar of aluminum, and bend it yourself?
Sure.
Make your own.
I've got one, Jay, and I've never used it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can
Never used it.
Oh, is that the Tamiya?
Yeah, I don't. It came free with a turntable, but I've never used that.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
I could use it.
I got it for the turntable.
What I'm doing right now is, let's see if I can find it. I kind of got like screws, and I put something like this together. Let's get onto my. I put the car body on top here, and that's what I use to hold it up.
It looks like a car
works.
sculpture.
It works, but the problem with it is when airbrush hits it, the body shifts and moves around. So I think doing the wire thing is actually a good idea. Get the hanger wire and just bend it up yourself. I think that would be the right thing to do. Yeah. So I just threw this together because I needed it. All the cars I've built have been painted on this so far. So.
Well, if it works, I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a real big one for not spending money if you don't have to.
Exactly.
And so many things that model builders use, there's other ways to get exactly the same thing that are a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I normally use it for the spray can. Put the body of the car over the top of the spray can, and then Man, like that. I've seen that happen before.
You know, I even used a piece of copper pipe with epoxy putty on the other end of it, and some of the epoxy putty got stuck on the underside of the car. But that worked too. If I can get some kind of like modeling clay,
Yeah,
that'll
modeling.
work too. Yeah, it was just a piece of copper pipe clamped onto the back of an old chair that was outside because I was painting enamels on this car. It was the blue Mustang.
Hey, guys, I've got a question for everyone here. There was a thing in Fine Scale Modeler under their solutions, reader's tips. And one of them had to do with storing your paint upside down, the bottles upside down. Let me just read this to you real quick, guys. It says reader tips. The May 2014 Fine Scale Modeler featured a tip from Gene. Best for modelers to mark the tops of paint bottles or cans with a dab of paint to make them easier to pick out from a drawer or tray. I would only add the suggestion of making this mark on the bottom of the container and storing it upside down. This seals a bottle, jar, or tin, extending the paint shelf life. This is from Carl Serrato of Milan, New York. What do you guys think of that?
It sounds like a good idea. I've heard something like that before. I don't do that, but what I do whenever I open a bottle of paint is I put a little layer of Vaseline around it.
Around the lid, yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah, that seals it up and it keeps paint from, jamming the bottle with the cap on so tight you can't get it off.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if you were to store it upside down, would it kind of help prevent that paint from coagulating, if you will, on the bottom of the jar?
Right. It'll coagulate the top, and you could still be able to squeeze it out if you can't.
Yeah, and you're going to turn it right side up to use it anyway. So. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. See.
My only problem with doing that would be using like Vallejo acrylics. They come in bottles with a nozzle, and paint would get clogged up in the nozzle, and no amount of shaking is going to take care of that.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But I'm using Model Masters right now.
Okay,
so
yeah, that would probably be a great thing to do with Model Masters.
Okay.
We got two blues here from Vallejo, but they have different codes on them, and they certainly are different blues, different kinds of blues.
Yeah. Another thing I found out when I turned mine upside down, like we've all looked at the black tops from in this case, Model Masters, and you're trying to get the right color, so you have to lift the bottle up and look at it. So you turn them upside down, and their colors are right there. You can see it. It's right in front of you. That's kind of added benefit. Okay.
I do paint the cap of my paint marker pens with the color of it, because otherwise they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously, you still have to look to make sure you're picking the gloss black over the flat black or whatever, but still.
But if you're going up for aged concrete or grimy black, you can right away tell the difference, and going through 8, 10 of them, because the printing wears off of them in about 2 minutes after you get them.
Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, I've run into that more times than I care to think about.
So they all have they're all painted.
Well, half the time I sometimes take a piece of Scotch tape around the damn thing, just so your thumb won't scrape that sucker off. That ink off of it.
Yeah, so they're all painted different colors, because they print it right here, but that wears off in about 10 seconds after you start using it.
Yeah.
So what color it is.
Huh.
Zillow.
That's actually a pretty good tip.
Also helps you get it started too, because it takes forever to get it started, so you'll start get the cap going painted first. And
little guess there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to be either working.
Yeah.
or listening.
Or doing research.
Well, I was about to put my wings together and realized I forgot to put one set of lights in, so I gotta put the set of light in before I can put my wings together.
Oh, I ended up getting a message from one of my friends in another. It's a group on Facebook, and not that anybody in here does a lot of monster trucks. But that's basically what this group is. It's just straight monster truck models, and they do stuff like this. So,
That RC, Otto?
no, it's actually the plastic models, just like we do. They just basically stick to monster truck style vehicles.
So they
Oh,
are
yeah.
those kits? Are those kits, or do they build them out of scratch?
A bit of both. I've seen, depending on, a lot of people go buy a kit, just like we do, and it's like, well, I'm going to scrap this, and I'm going to go scratch build everything else,
Uh-huh.
So,
I'm sure you've built a few in your day, haven't you?
mine, yeah. Mine are buried up there on the shelf, so I kind of...
That's what I need to do, build shelves.
I got so many shelves, it's uncanny. Actually, some of my...
Are they adjustable, or are they at the same height all the time?
Generally, if we can make them that way, they're all the same height.
I see.
Here's a couple of mine. Bought and built some different... Bring it over here.
Nice.
Take a guess what my favorite monster truck is.
There's a lot of RCs that are monster trucks, too.
Oh, yes. That's like I said.
You probably find the RC ones are probably the bigger ones out of, like, the plastic kits.
Uh-huh.
There are two different types of RC. You got electric and nitro.
Oh, I wouldn't. It might have to be battery powered. I don't want to mess with that fuel and stuff. I already inhale a lot of chemicals. I think I'm growing I don't know. I'm growing something over here.
Wires.
All right, guys. You had to say it.
What?
My biggest monster truck.
Let's see what that is. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. There you go, Heath.
There you go, Heath.
Yep, and here you go. My Formula One remote control car.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh, there you go. See, why didn't I ever stay small?
Oh, there she goes. Ready to race.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it's not model making, is it?
Well, if you include some new parts onto it, it would be.
That's a thing.
What could you put on that?
Well,
It's not necessarily all model building per se, but if you're dealing with plastic parts, you're all custom fitting using the techniques from models and bringing it over to, and it still works the same way.
Oh, well, of course.
Today was I think it was today, the Indy 500.
I think
Yeah.
the Indy 500's next week. I'm not quite sure.
And what is the name? What kind of car do they race in the Indy 500?
They drive the Dallara DW12.
That's not
Which
like
is kind of like a giant go-kart.
It's not like a funny car. I know what a funny car is. I know what a dragster is. I think I know what a Formula One is.
One.
So they drive Formula One.
Kind of.
They're close. They're yeah.
The only difference between a Formula One car and an Indy car is where the back axle is. You've got an extra mud flat kind of thing that comes out the back here. The difference between this one, between the Formula Ones and the Indy cars is the Indy cars are smaller, they're shorter, they're smaller, and they're faster.
And they can make right-handed turns
these days.
Yeah, and they can make right-hand turns.
Yeah. What they're using in F1 these days are a V6 turbo. We've gone on the days of the V8s and stuff like that. But in this day and age, we're using, in Formula One, the nose is shorter. The nose goes down in an angle, a bit more of an angle than this. The air intakes are longer, and the drivers don't sit like that anymore. They sit more like a normal car.
I
This
was
is the
liking the
RB9.
Mons cars better.
In fact,
So,
it's a little bit about the size, the scale of my Formula One car, my plastic model kits when I finish it. This is a 124. So,
I would be inclined to build one of those because what I like about them, they're really brightly colored. That kind of sounds strange, but they look like a lot of fun. Just not one flat color. Like I went out of my way now to what do you call it for the boss. I was gonna paint it. I don't know what color. I guess it was black, but I ended up with red. So I'm going to do. Actually, the windshield's already in this. Let's see.
but that's a nice red, Jack.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What red is that, Jack?
This is called a fire red. This is Vallejo.
That looks really close to the Monkey Mobile red. I'm trying to figure out what that is so I can do it.
Probably fire engine red, as I said the other day.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, there. Okay, that's the red. It's not a candy apple. It's a deeper red. It's almost like blood red.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
It looks a little orangey.
Yeah, there's an orange hint to it. Yeah, I'll call it being fire red. Yes. I don't know why I bought the fire red, but.
I'll pick up some of that and I'll test it, see if it'll work.
And I'm going to build a Nova Yenko. A Nova Yenko, and I'm going to be painting it the Vallejo Green Zinc Chromium. So that's going to be a pretty awesome green for the Yenko. So
Yeah.
that's why the Formula One cars are fun, because they're all kinds of different colors. That's just my point. Yeah. There's a point at all.
Oh, there's a point.
There's always a point.
And then when I'm going to build a I was here on with a private hangout with Christina a couple nights ago, maybe 3 nights ago, and I don't know what I was doing. I ended up cleaning up, and of course my back counter got covered again with models, but at least it's more organized. And
Well, at least we can see what you're doing.
I ended up finding, and you see right here on my shoulder, this is for Heath's benefit.
Oh.
Okay, let me tilt up. You see what's on the end there?
Oh, the Star Trek 6 Enterprise.
I found 2. I didn't even know I had them.
When?
I didn't even know I had them, and I found them. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to build it and paint it black.
There you go.
My Enterprise is looking really good. I've actually done the secondary hull, and she's looking marvelous. Looking absolutely marvelous. I did the lines again like I did with the saucer section, and she's looking marvelous. She's almost ready to put together. Just a few more little things, and she'll be ready to go.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, is it time to do an inventory of what you actually do have? Maybe put it in a database?
You know, so I don't know. It might take me a long time to do that.
Yeah. Grievous, single step and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the stuff I have down here I want to build for sure. What I have upstairs in my office, that's the stash.
Now you've got one smoothie, haven't you, Jack, of the Enterprise?
I have, I think, 3 of them.
So that was one from the motion picture, one from 2, and one from 3.
In fact, the one over my shoulder here is the 3rd one that I'll be building. The other 2 are upstairs. Everything I have upstairs is shrink wrapped. Everything that is not shrink wrapped is down here, except for a few cars. In the bookcase, there's some cars. So those are shrink wrapped. Those are definitely I'm going to build.
So the shrink wrapped ones you're keeping for yourself.
Yeah. If I run out of models, like if I build all these down here and I run out, I'll probably start tapping in on that. But I doubt it because I keep getting things. I just bought a Klingon Vorcha. I had one and I sold it, and I ended up buying another one because I wanted to build that. I seem to have good luck with Klingon ships. I can't build an Enterprise if my life depended on it, but Klingon ships, they seem to be easy enough.
I'd like to see you try a Romulan ship.
Yeah, I have one of those, and I think the one thing that's really, I don't know, I can't find a drill bit smaller than 1/32 for the windows, and you know how many windows are on that puppy. There's a lot of windows on that.
Yeah.
You have to buy a little kit, Jack.
Yeah, you can get kits pretty cheap.
Down to 80.
Incredibly tiny. Bro, yeah, like that.
Down to 80,000.
Yep.
Oh, what is that?
Here's a pin vise.
What is
it's a pin vise. It's a micro twist drill set.
Yeah, I have a pin vise, and yeah, I would need something one size smaller than a 1/32. I think it's 1/32.
This set was 61,000 to 80,000 is the size of the.
1/32. Yeah, that's what I have. That's the smallest I have, and I have a lot of them. But you know something though, it would behoove any of the oh gosh, who am I thinking of? Paragraphics to make photo etch that has the holes in them already. Just cut out the parts that I don't. Where is it? It's around here somewhere.
And he's leaving again.
This is the box art here. This is the box art here, and there's sections that can be cut out and replaced with photo etch. But as you see, there's a lot of freaking windows on this thing. And the model it's a 1400 scale, which means the ship is actually pretty damn big if it was in real life.
I know why windows are there because they look cool, but think about it. Windows on a spaceship are pretty impractical. You know, it's not like you got to look out the window to see where you're going. You know.
So here, yeah. So you can see with my fingertips what the scale is and how small these windows would be. Yeah, but I did see somebody build this thing and lit it up very nicely.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. That is one impressive warbird.
Yeah, it's a nice
Probably
kit.
one of the best ones I've seen.
Well, I gotta build a few jets too. So, you know what? This would be for this. I think Otto would be able to help me with this. I got this for like $1.99 on eBay.
Oh, okay.
Wow, MiG-29.
The problem with this kit is it's water damaged and the decals are kaputs.
Oh, God.
And where could I find decals?
Who made it? What's the manufacturer?
This is a tester's kit.
You might be able to get some from testers if the kit's still in production.
No,
Otherwise,
I wouldn't even fathom testers. I'm sorry, I'll say this on a Hangout. Testers' customer service sucks. I'll tell you that right now.
it does suck, but I have gotten replacement decals from testers before at no charge. Yeah, but I don't recommend trying to deal with them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that MiG-29 Fulcrum's a beautiful aircraft. It's one of the most used aircraft in the world's air forces.
Yeah. You got to get world. We don't mess with MiGs much anymore. Let me do some checking with that, Jack. I think I may know a few people might have one. I'm almost sure.
There are companies that just make decals too.
Yeah. I have two Dauntlesses, a more up-to-date packaging as well as the old one, and I also have a Corsair. And these look like fun little kits. Not great on decal, but you can throw one together and paint one and decal it in one day. One after.
Yeah.
Jack is becoming quite the car, plane, starship, Klingon builder.
It's like the 72nd scale Airfix, I want to say Spitfire, it's a beautiful little kit. And it goes together real fast, and it's got surprising detail for a 72nd scale model.
Yeah.
Well, I like this Spitfire. It's better than mine.
So as you can see, I have enough models down here. Not just my stash upstairs, which is pretty extensive as well. I don't want to brag. I don't want to brag, but I'm getting to the point where.
But you will anyway.
You know something? I'm going to cut off on buying. In fact, I got the Vorcha just by accident because I wanted an older Defiant with it because it was the same seller, and I need one more runabout because I'm going to build all four of them. Yeah, I just want to build the whole series. In fact, once I get started building one, I'll build the others, you know?
I just want one runabout.
I'm out of focus here.
Jack, do you remember that, I think it's a 1/48 scale Mustang model that I had, a World War II Mustang model? I inherited it. We never figured out who exactly made it, but I went through everything, and it's a beautiful kit, but it is missing some pieces. And I decided, finally, what I'm going to do with it, rather than try to reconstruct what the pieces are that are missing, try to reconstruct that and have a Mustang. I'm going to build it as sort of a Mad Max post-apocalyptic Mustang with replacement parts made from whatever they could find and things like that. So I think that'll be kind of fun.
So how is your steampunk Katinga coming?
It's going. I'm not going to do anything else until I'm done with that, although I'll start on the Monkey Mobile. How long is the build?
Oh, this is about at least 4 weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
having it lit is going to be the challenge, so that's what I was for that long.
First thing I'm going to do after I wash the parts is soak the chrome in bleach to get rid of the chrome, because I hate the chrome they put on model kits, and the MPC chrome is especially bad, so I want to get rid of that and just paint it with chrome.
I don't have a problem with the chrome. What do you soak it in to get rid of the chrome?
Bleach, just regular bleach works most of the time.
How long will it take?
It depends. It shouldn't take more than like 20 minutes. I've had it take maybe 5 minutes, and it comes off.
No kidding.
Yeah, and it comes completely off. Other people will use like some sort like liquid plumber, drain cleaner.
Wow.
Also works real well to remove chrome. But you know, some of the parts that I've got to put on this thing are not supposed to be chromed, and they are, you know, in here. And besides, the, you know, what is it? All-clad chrome looks really, really nice. And so, and some of the parts are supposed to be stainless steel, and others are chrome. So I'm going to do that instead.
Guys, I've got to go. A bit of a family emergency.
Okay, Heath, it was good seeing you. You take care. Be well.
Yep. Take it easy, guys. And I'll see you, hopefully see you soon.
Take care.
And anyhow, with that being said, anybody else have anything that they'd like to just throw out there?
I built a new prop for the Mad Scientist Laboratory. I showed you this yesterday. It's the blob.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
This is the same stuff they used for the blob. It's a really disgusting silicone junk that looks great. There, you know, when they did the scene where the blob is coming out of the doors of the movie theater, what they did was they took a photograph of the movie theater, mounted it on cardboard, and then cut the doors out, set it in front of a camera, and just pushed the blob through and filmed it.
Nice.
But it looked good. Same thing when it came in through the movie theater projection room. It was done the same way. You know, it's cheap, but it worked.
It was effective.
Yeah, it's
And
effective. And
they used to sell that. They called it slime.
yeah, pretty much the same stuff. This is a little stickier, and a little denser. But you know, I'm gonna make a fancy label to put on the jar, and I'll just have it in the lab.
And
You can't make it move around a little bit.
I can make it move around if I put it upside down and leave it for a while. It will eventually stretch out, and then to do something here, cooperate. You can get it to just you know, it just can sit there and slowly do things. You know, it'll stick to the top, and then I can turn it over, and it very slowly just starts to ooze and move in the jar. So
there it goes. It's starting to move.
And silicone, I guess, is not really a form of plastic. The lid here is made of plastic and stainless steel, so that's kind of plastic modeling in a way. But anyway, so you know, I have an odd life.
Or don't we all, just in one form or another?
Yeah, easily entertained.
Absolutely.
And Christina's been diligently working this hour, and you have to hold up what you've been painting on.
Titanic?
Okay. Yep.
The Queen of Destruction strikes again.
Ooh, that looks like the Titanic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's yep.
Or
She's actually doing a cannon.
The Titanic didn't have any cannons.
the Titanic itself was a cannon. It sank like a cannon.
Very nice, Christina. Very nice. That was awesome.
It
That's
is.
awesome. And boy, oh boy, the hour is up, kids. We had a good time. At least I did.
That was quick.
It was quick.
Always is.
It was quick, and Danny's not here to help me out, so I'm going to get through this real quickly. It's a list of our sponsors. There's Tenet Controls at tenetcontrols.com for any circuit boards for cars, even spaceships. Tenet Controls brings models to life. And acrylic coats Vallejo paint, acrylic paints. I just once I started using it, I swear by it. And I went back to a lacquer base and to a mineral base, and I decided, you know what, too much cleanup, too much of a problem. You know, breathing issues, whatever. Yeah, Vallejo paint's great. Vallejo.com, And of course, a fiber optic store for all your fiber optic needs. And even cars can have them, as well as spaceships, of course. Fiberopticstore.com. Aztec Dummy Painting Masks by Lou Damaso. You can find him. All you got to do is just Google Aztec Dummy. There will be an online store near you to order that. Iwata Medea, airbrushes. Yes, iwatamedea.com. And PM Hobbycraft. Check them out. They give you a discount. And if you know what the discount code is, you have to watch the last 2 episodes of the Amazing Plastic to Plastic Model Show. So I'd like to thank all of you, and without you, we wouldn't have a community as vibrant as it is. Every day I get home from work, first thing I do, usually after dinner, is take a look, see who posted what, and some of this stuff is, of course, quite amazing. And, of course, Andy, thank you for dropping by and working on models. Of course, this is your Ecto build, your Ecto 1. It's good seeing you. And, of course, Bob, it's a rare moment, but thanks for dropping by.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Oh, I love that.
Man, I gotta get my hands on one of them.
Oh, it's still available.
It's hard for me to find out here other than Amazon.
Well, like $30, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I have one lit wing. Yay! But the wire's inside.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Bob. It was a pleasure having you and showing your stuff. And Christina, thank you. And the washer and dryer behind you is a nice view from the last time we saw you. It was a little more kind of this one, but whatever. How are you doing, Colin? Thank you for stopping by and showing us your Aston Martin, as well as check out his flying sub. It's a pretty awesome build, and I can't tell you why. Somebody said to me, to get an even coat like that, and I think it was Lou from Aztec Dummy that said that the hardest thing to do is to get an even coat like that.
Yes, rattle can, Jack, rattle can. Pleasure as always.
And of course, there's Jay. Thanks for stopping by, Jay. And your life is weird. Thank you for sharing it.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
And Otto, thank you for dropping by too and show us your monster trucks. And this is your host, Scratchy Jack, for another installment of the Amazing Plastic Sunday Hangout. In 2 weeks, we'll see you again. Have a good night, everyone. Good night.
Take care.
Good night, all.